I'm starting an Etsy store, and in today's video, I wanted to take you behind the scenes to show you how I've conducted market research using free tools to decide which digital products I should be selling on Etsy. So, if you've been sitting on a digital product idea that you want to sell on Etsy, stop all of your market research, go through this quick tutorial, get started and get going, because I know a lot of us just tend to get onto this market research hamster wheel and never end up launching our shop. So I want to give you that push today that it's okay, you learn the most from experience. Create your first few digital products and get right to it. So the first thing that I wanted to show you are the three things that I would generally look at when I'm doing any sort of market research, whether that's for a new blog, new YouTube channel, or even an Etsy store. So let's look into it. So you want to think about these three things when trying to decide your niche or your product. The first is experience. So what are the things you have experience in? The second one is passion. So things you like, because you want to find something that you could build a business around potentially in the future, maybe have a blog, create content, create other digital products. And of course, you don't have to do that, but it's always good to have that option. So experience something you enjoy creating, because you're going to create a lot of digital products, you're going to test a lot. And then we also want to look at demand. So before we get into looking at demand, we want to first write down, things we have experience in and things we like, and make an entire list. And then we can go into Etsy and look at the demand for these kind of products. So here I've made a list of things I either have experience in or I'm passionate about. So email marketing, finance, I have a degree in finance, career change, I've changed my career multiple times. Personal development is something I have an interest in, and same with self-care. Now, you don't have to find something that you have both experience and passion in. If there's something you don't really have experience in, but you're really passionate about, you could definitely go for that category or niche as well. I would suggest consider something that you're more passionate about rather than something you have more experience in, because eventually if you don't like what you're doing here, you're going to burn out. So you could also think of it as something you have experience as, right? So for example, if you're a real estate agent, maybe you could do something for that particular niche. If you are a nurse or a teacher, you could do something for that particular niche, right? So also think about it in terms of a target audience, because like I said, we don't always want to think of niches as products. We want to think of it as an audience. So whenever someone from that audience visits our store, we're able to sell them more items that are going to be relevant to them. So maybe wedding planner, all of those things, right? And if you don't have any experience in terms of that, you could choose an audience that you're passionate about. Maybe it's going to be local business owners, salon owners, real estate agents, chiropractors, Airbnb hosts. There are a bunch of different audience categories that you could look at. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to take email marketing as an example, and let's see what we get on Etsy. So I'm going to open Etsy in an incognito window, and then I'm going to search for something related to email marketing. So let me just type email here and see what comes up. So I have email signature. That's a new idea. I have email template, email marketing templates, email sequence, email marketing. So these are some of the searches people are doing on Etsy, because Etsy is actually helping you. And this happens the same way on Google, where people searching certain things just show up when you type a word. So let's look at email marketing. And I'm not, making any decisions right now. I just want to go through Etsy and look at some different ideas that people are selling on Etsy. Okay, so under email marketing, this is an ad. So this is a year of emails for e-commerce businesses. So pretty specific, which is good, because you want to make sure you're targeting a particular audience, at least initially. Then you have a social media marketing calendar, you have a marketing calendar, email marketing template, email template. So email marketing template on Canva is pretty common. Let's see how many results. So there are 5,000 results, which is actually not bad. I think that's a pretty good niche. Maybe it's not like too exhausted with offers. Okay, so I want to go into one of these that has like a lot of reviews. So this one has 2139, which is good. So I want to go into this particular seller and see what else they're selling. So they have 34,000 sales, which is amazing. So on the left, I can see they're selling Instagram stuff, Pinterest stuff, real estate. So they're like all over the place. They have wellness, beauty, which is good eventually if your shop has grown. But I think to get started with, I would want to stick to just one type of audience. So now I have some ideas. So if I'm doing email marketing templates, maybe Instagram is something that I could look at if I wanted to. Let's scroll down and uh, see. Okay, there's like no, I want to look at when the store was started. So 2021, that's actually Feb 2021. So it's just been 2 years and they have 33,000 sales, which is awesome. So I'm going to go back to my email marketing thing and scroll down and see what else people are looking for. So here you'll get some ideas. What's this? Email marketing jewelry template, email marketing real estate, email marketing template, Canva, email marketing calendar. This is interesting. So I'll go into that. And again, same thing, year of email marketing calendar, email marketing templates, content calendar. So content calendar is something else that I could do along with email marketing. Again, very few results. So it could be good and bad both. A lot of this you learn through experience. So the next search, so I have some ideas. I have email marketing, I have Instagram, I have content calendar, and then I could go into each of these shops and see what else they're selling. So this one has a lot of reviews, so I could go in here and see what they're selling. Let's go ahead with a different category that I want to look at. So personal development. Let's see what comes up. So there's personal development spreadsheet, template, worksheet. Let's go ahead and click on worksheet. So life plan, coaching worksheets, design your dream life. There's something that's interesting. Um, yeah, and then I'll do the same thing. I would see that this one has a lot of reviews. I would go into that shop and see what else they're selling, and then make a list of the different kind of things I could sell under each of those categories. Okay, so now that I have found a list of few ideas from Etsy based on my experience slash passion, I'm going to use a free tool called eRank. So of course they have a paid option, but I'm just using the free version of that tool to look at how some of these things are performing on Etsy, to make sure that what I'm creating at least has some demand, right, on Etsy. So of course these tools are not perfect, they are technology, so the most you learn is from experience. So you'll have to create a few digital products, get started, and then see how it goes, get an idea from your conversion rates and your views and impressions, because a lot also depends on how you're representing your products, right? How the mock-ups, how's the description, and all those things. So you want to make sure you're not just doing the research, you're also going ahead and starting your shop and learning from experience. But let's get into eRank and see how that works. So I've created a free account on erank.com. And again, like I said, I'm using the free version. With free version, you can research up to 5 keywords a day. So I would generally just do that. And here's a really sneaky hack if you want to use it. Once you're done with the 5 keyword research, if you feel like you need to research more, you could actually create an erank account with a different email address. Just a sneaky hack. Don't do this if you don't need it, but sometimes we're just in the middle of research and we want to access a few more keywords, so that's what I would do. Okay, so I'm going to add the first keyword that I found here. That's email marketing template, and let's see what comes up. So just putting that in this box, and Okay, I can see that the average searches is low. Again, this is not an exact number, or it's not perfect. It's just a tool. So I just want to take all of this research with a grain of salt. I'm just going to scroll down and see what other keywords are people looking for. Uh, let's look at another version of a similar keyword. So I'm just going to say Canva email template. Okay, again, very few searches. You can see Canva template is a pretty popular one in terms of competition. So the red ones means high competition and green is low. Email template has a pretty decent competition. So let's click on email template and it's going to show me results for email template. So email template actually has good number of searches as well as clicks, and competition is kind of low, so it's kind of light green, not that low, but not that high as well. So email template could be a good kind of target product that I could look to create. So that's the first one. So you can see I've exhausted 3 out of 5 keyword searches. Let's look at something around personal development worksheet. That's the other category that I was looking at. And again, in terms of niches, you really want to think about it in terms of an audience, at least initially, because let's say if you're targeting real estate agents, uh, if they're coming to your shop for an Instagram template, they might also be interested in a website template, for example. So if you're targeting that particular niche, you have much more opportunity to sell more to the same customer. So I would start there and then maybe expand as the shop grows. Okay, so personal development worksheet, not a lot of searches at all, actually. There's this goal setting worksheet that has some competition. Um, so that's one I could look at. Mental health worksheet. Uh, Okay, so I want to look at this goal setting worksheet. Okay, so search is not too much. Again, this is, you take this number with a grain of salt. There's good click through and clicks. So maybe this is something I could look at. So this is just an example of how I would use Etsy and the free version of eRank to conduct this initial research. Okay, so these were just some of the tips that I would generally, use or do research on before I get started. I hope this helps. I'm launching my Etsy shop in the next 2 weeks. So if you want to follow my journey, stick around, subscribe to this channel. I'll be sharing all the fun stuff, my progress, and I'll also be showing you a video of how I go ahead and actually launch my shop. So definitely stick around for more. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.